Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Fabiola, and in today's video I'm gonna show you guys that, as you can see, finally I got my retainers and my braces off. I'm gonna show you guys first the appointment that I went through when I took them off and when I got my retainers, so that you can see what went on in the appointment.
Ajá. Se le van a ver muy diferentes. Vamos a por favor con el vasito que tienes ahí y vas a pasar tu lengua por toda la parte de arriba y vas a checar a ver si tienes algún bordecito o algo. Si no sientes nada es porque ya retiramos todo, ¿vale? Si sientes algo me dices para poder seguirle dando ahí. Ok, a ver, déjame checártelo.
Con los retenedores, nada de quitárselos.
No, porque como le voy a estar ejerciendo presión
Sí,
para que se puedan cerrar los espacios. No se los tienen que retirar.
de acuerdo.
Nada más para comer. Y como a la semana van a tener que venir otra vez para volvérselos a aplicar.
De acuerdo. ¿Por cuánto tiempo, doctor?
Los retenedores,
Sí,
1 año, pero no tienen que venir conmigo. Solamente es utilizarlos. Ya nada más en dado caso que se los sientan flojitos o algo, vienen, se los vuelvo a ajustar y listo.
y es igual de incómodo los retenedores que los
Pues no,
menos,
menos, mucho menos.
mucho
Vamos
menos.
a tener que adecuar un poquito hablar y todo esto. Te lo voy a probar para ver cómo te queda. Te voy a quitar el diente, nada más. Si quieres, no pasa nada si te lo pones. Déjame nada más quitarte entonces ese poquito que tienes acá de este lado, en la parte de adentro. Me aplicaron a la pura perfección, pero te los voy a ajustar un poquito para que se cierren esos espacios. ¿Vale? Michelle. De hecho, los voy a conseguir un poquito más ajustados. Bastante bien. Listo. Te voy a dar una cajita. Esto nada más con pura agüita y un cepillito aparte. No le metas ni pasta, no le metas nada de jabón ni nada de eso. Pura agüita. Siempre que te los vayas a colocar, siempre trata de tener bien cepillados tus dientes, ¿sale? Porque si no, toda la comida que se le va adheriendo a lo que es al paladar, se le empieza a opacar mucho el acrílico, ¿sale? Es brillante, ahorita son bien brillantes, entonces conforme van pasando el tiempo, si no los van cuidando, se van como igual opacando un poquito, ¿va? Déjame nada más darte una cajita.
And one of the problems that I have with my retainers is obviously my speaking. It's kind of difficult to speak correctly with them, or maybe like the way you're used to. the slime, that, like your saliva gets all over them, so that's kind of gross. And all you have to do is start rinsing them. But I'm gonna take my retainers off so that I can speak properly just for this video. So finally I got them off, and I actually feel like I have big and huge teeth, which is something that I heard that this happens whenever they take them off. You feel like you have like really huge teeth, and it's because with the braces they look so tiny because of all the wires that are in your mouth. So maybe that's like a common thing. That's another thing you'll probably be feeling like. And also your teeth get really slimy once they get them off. They feel like they're slimy, but it's because you were not used to feeling them so smooth. Taking braces off, I did not have any problems, no pain, no anything. It was very quick. All the orthodontist did was like cut off every brace, and then he just pulled them out, and he has to kind of like file your teeth so he can get the glue out, and that's another thing, but you don't get any pain from that either. Fitting my retainers wasn't a problem either. Everything felt so comfortable, except in my case, like I said on my previous video, I mentioned that I was a little bit nervous because of my last week. They took off my chain, which is from the braces, and they added individual rubber bands, and this what makes it does is rest your teeth. And whenever I had my teeth rested this way, I will always get gaps in my teeth. So I was a little bit nervous that I wouldn't get my braces off because of this, and I did get a little bit of a gap. You can still see just a tiny bit on this, between these two teeth and these two teeth. So here the orthodontist adjusted my retainer so that so my teeth could be pulled in together. He said we can close the gaps with these type of retainers, and also if there's any movement he can also adjust them. I'm still going back next week so that he can take a look and see if they're making sure this is working. If it's not, he said there's other ways we can close those gaps that I didn't need the braces anymore, so that's a good thing as well. It gives me a little bit more of comfort than knowing this. So I got this little box, as you saw on my appointment, and this is where I'm gonna put my retainers on every time I take them off. They feel very comfortable. The only issue, like I said, is one, the speaking, and two, the saliva getting on them. So that's the only weird thing. They are more comfortable than the braces. And on my particular case, I have another issue. I have two bones like on the bottom of my mouth, and they stick out on the bottom gum inside the under the tongue. But this bone on this side is really kind of like hurting. I did not feel this at the beginning. This is happening now about 3 days after. So I'm gonna be telling the orthodontist this when I go back next week. Next week I'm going back just to get them adjusted and make sure everything's working as planned. Yeah, I still have to get my teeth cleaned, but right now I can't make an appointment for cleaning because it's not an emergency. I think I'm gonna have to wait until all of this quarantine thing is over so that I can just get my teeth clean and get them whitened as well, because that's in my plans. I wanted to bring up my jaw. I have, as you could probably tell, I have like a little bit of like a jaw tilt, and that's something that I was born with. There's not something that we can fix, maybe with a surgery or something, but it's not very as urgent because in my case, I was born with one of the joints in my jaw bigger than the other, or bigger than usual or normal. And I found this out with my second doctor that treated me with the braces. So if you haven't seen my braces journey, I explain why I went through 3 different doctors in the same clinic with my braces. But I speak about that there. You can go back to my braces journey video, and probably if you want to hear more about why I had 3 doctors. But the second doctor sent me to get some x-rays because she was very worried about my jaw popping. Whenever I open my mouth too wide, it popped. I went to get x-rays, and that's how she found out it was something that she had seen this before with people born this way. All I have to do, she said, try to not eat apples or bite them down as you normally would. Just cut them in pieces, or also the carrots, which are very hard. I just string them And the apples, I try to buy the little ones or cut them in pieces if I can find little ones. I prevent my jaw to pop so much. That could cause a future issue. Right now she said I had no issues at all, so there was nothing to worry about. Just to try to not open my mouth so wide so that my jaw doesn't pop, and try to prevent those hard food. But I wanted to bring that up because I know that's something that is noticeable, and it's not something with my teeth or my treatment. It's something I was born with. Other than that, everything I have said is pretty much covering the whole thing. Eating is very comfortable because you're not feeling like all the food is going in between your braces. Cleaning, brushing your teeth is a lot more easier than with the braces. When you sleep, they're also very comfortable. There's nothing to worry about if you're getting your retainers, especially if you're getting these ones and you worry about them because they're not the see-through ones. You could tell that they're there less than with the braces. So there's no, I don't find it like weird that you could see like the wire in between your teeth. I just find them that it's a little bit more noticeable than the transparent ones. But I do feel more comfortably that if my teeth ever try to shift, I can go back to the orthodontist and he can adjust them and fix this. So that's the positive thing about these ones. So everything is going super perfect and I'm very excited. It is weird to look at myself in the mirror like every morning or whenever I go to the bathroom and wash my hands and see my teeth. It's like, oh, I don't have my braces anymore. So it's kind of weird at the beginning, but then you get used to it, especially because you feel more comfortable. I hope you guys really liked this video and enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget the thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for my future videos.